Samantha Renaud, one of our YouTubers there, wants to know about career issues. Looks like started a business or something there, been to graduate or been to study and whatever, and just wants to know if things are going to be a bit better or whatever, how things are going to develop. As for the truth, on behalf of Samantha Renaud, concerning career issues, and ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just got the cards for you there, Samantha, and we'll just see what's going on. Apparently you said you're on the Facebook page as well, the Free Psychic Readings group on Facebook there, on the strutting your stuff on the dance floor or something. I don't want to start going into that because I'm not very good at that. So anyway, let's see what has been going on just recently for you though. Just ask these fortune cards, mainly because I like them. I'm rather addicted to them. I've done tarot for over 33 years, and these sort of simple sort of fortune cards, although not that simple, but I suppose you could say they're an oracle deck really, but they've got a dark feel to them, because a lot of oracle decks are angel cards and that, they tend to be a bit lovey-dovey, fluffy bunny, very unrealistic, don't they? But these, I've taken a liking to these. They're sort of tarot-ish, if there's such a thing. Let's see what's been going on from a career point of view, back to Samantha again. Let's see what's been going on for our YouTuber from a career point of view over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. I usually say it's the recent past, whereas the future is the immediate future, isn't it? You've got the dagger, the energy of the dagger there, just showing a bit of, showing its face there. In the recent past, it's about 3 or 4 weeks or so ago, whereas the immediate future here is about 3 or 4 weeks ahead, and then of course Samantha Renaud there's in the middle. It looks as though, of course, just recently, conflict and danger were very much on the cards. Maybe arguments, maybe from a career point of view, maybe I wouldn't say you fell out with whoever it was, but with you saying about starting your own business or whatever, getting something going yourself, maybe there's been a bit of conflict, a bit of falling out there along the way, just over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. It could have been that I wouldn't say it was that, certainly, I wouldn't say it was that may have inspired you to go it alone, but maybe it could have been in the sense that falling out with an employer or something like that, or a potential employer, or not getting the job and not getting the job at the interview, thinking I can do better myself, I could do a better job of this myself and go it alone and work for other people who just shit on me. I don't know. There's that sort of thing going on, isn't there? Or so it appears as though. But just watch out there, as that danger there was very dangerous energy there. Let's just see what's going on now, though. Of course, the things do change, don't they? Let's say overnight sometimes. Right now, of course, the energy of the dragon just indicating strength and wisdom right now. I suppose really you could say you are the wiser, couldn't you? The dragon, of course, as you know, the dragons are lizard type creatures, and of course the lizard people represent the element of fire, don't they? And that's to do with knowledge, ancient ones and things like that. And of course, I suppose you've become stronger since this falling out, or since this conflict. It's made you stronger and wiser in the sense of, yes, I probably can do better than that. If that's the way other people run a business, or if that's the way other people if those are the type of people expecting me to work for them, and that's how they are, maybe treating their workforce like that, or if that's the way they treated me in an interview, then I hate to think what it's like working for them. There's that sort of thing. I'm getting that. Why, I don't know. But I sort of get that this is the sort of thing where it's the thing that's sort of inspiring you to go it alone. You're prepared to take that risk. Will it be a risk though? Let's see what the next card holds there. Let's just flip it over, and not too fast, and nice and slow, as not to disturb the energy. You've got an elemental energy there. You've got the sun. Of course, the sun god Ra, a bit of an Egyptian feel to it there, isn't it? Just indicating really, if you persevere with this, of course, for the foreseeable future between now and this time next month, you should be okay. Your perseverance will be rewarded. Maybe just depends what you're after, though. Of course, it will be rewarded, but it might not be rewarded in a positive way. Well, I've got a funny feeling as though it will do. This will be a positive, because it's reward doesn't necessarily mean it's a positive reward. It can just mean you'll get what you're after from this by persevering and keeping on at it. You'll get what you will get a result, and it might not be the result you want. But in this case, I sort of feel it will be the result you want, in the sense of you just have to keep at it. You've become the wiser, literally, I suppose, in the sense of going on the course, going to study again and whatever. So you become wiser in the intellectual sort of sense as well, and that perseverance, that trying and just going the extra mile will pay off. I want to pull another card. I don't know why, I just do. Although I feel as though that said what it had to say, and it's sort of, well, why don't you quit while you're ahead then, you silly bugger, as somehow you're sort of saying. I somehow want to take a chance on the next card. Shouldn't do, but yes, I suppose we shouldn't. We've got the Harlequin, but that's not a bad card really in a way. It's just showing really maybe between, you know, between now and Christmas time, so the end of 2007, your true feelings will be masked. You might not be expressing yourself how you should be doing. Of course, your perseverance will be rewarded. You will get whatever it is you're out to get. You are sort of destined to succeed in that sort of department. That's coming. But of course, this is probably a bit of a warning. I suppose you could say there's a bit of good news and a bit of bad news. The bad news is a bit of a warning, isn't it? Just be careful as though you don't mask your feelings. But of course the cards don't lie, do they? This is the problem. But just see as though you don't mask your feelings, and you're prepared to say it as it is. Because if you hold it back, somebody will say, well, you never said, did you? And you'll have this thing, and then probably, maybe that's how the last argument started, where somebody didn't say what they should have done, when if only they'd have said, we wouldn't have gone this far, and we wouldn't have taken it this far, or this wouldn't have happened if, you know, and you get this sort of spin on it, don't you? And it's so annoying, isn't it? So just make sure you don't become not so much a victim of your own success, but the author of your own misfortune by not saying it, or not saying everything. Not being economical with the truth, that's accusing you of lying. What I mean is not saying it as it is, or not saying everything as it you know, if you're going to say something, say the lot. Don't sort of partly say it so out of fear not to offend, or I don't feel as if I'm being politically correct, so I won't quite go that far and say that. Say it. Say what you feel, and that's the only thing you can do. Because true feelings will be masked, near the end of the year, and maybe that's when you should be expressing your feelings, how you feel about the business, how you feel about the career move or whatever. Well, what do you think about this? Should we move into this place, or should we rent that place out, or what do you think of the prices of that? Do you think we put more prices up or down, or what? Or what do you think we should do there? You know, do you think we should have more than one aisle away? I don't know what it is you're doing, if it's a shop or what service you're providing, I don't know. But certainly, either way, you probably say, well, yeah, probably, or whatever. I don't know what he says. Well, probably you should have a bit more input. That's what it seems as if he's saying there. Although we know that you will mask how you feel about it, and you won't put as much input as you should do, or should have done, as it will transpire by that time. You'll discover that, but just try and be aware of that, and because it's the future, you could probably avoid that by saying what you feel and giving your full input into it, because if it's your business, then it's only right that anything happens on your say-so, not on somebody else's say-so, and your say-so wasn't enough and it causes an argument again. Why I say again, I don't know. I'm just locking onto this, what's just recently happened. Is this what it's about? Where you're not saying, you'd rather try and, you'd rather, out of fear not to offend. Sometimes I think we have to be prepared to offend and say things as we want them. If somebody else doesn't like it that way, that's just sometimes their hard luck. If you're in partnership or something like that in a business, then of course it takes two to tango. But if it's your business that you are running, you're the boss, and it's nice to let other people have an input and have a say, but at the end of the day, you are the boss, and what you say goes, be it right or wrong. That's for you to learn. You've become the wiser right now because of recent disputes, and your perseverance will lead to some sort of reward in that sense, where you'll get what it is you're after because of that. But if but just beware here now, near the end of the year, where you will find, this is the truth, you will find as though you do not express yourself as you should, and you don't let your true feelings be known about this part of the business or that part of the business or whatever, and maybe this will be the start of not World War III or anything, because we've already had that, haven't we? But that, you know what I mean. It won't lead to World War or anything, but you will look back sometime next year and say, if only I'd have just said. But that's the truth, isn't it? So with that, I hope that's helped in some way. We are here to help. So for now, Samantha, these cards have spoken.